One, two, one, two. This is Corey, B-Boy Tech Banks. Some of you all may know me from BeatPPL.com, the Beat People podcast, beat making and stuff on IG, and I do my thing. But some of you all may also know that I'm a sound designer, and I design sample packs specifically for the boom bap persuasion. But these sample packs can be used in just about any sort of genre. My perspective is boom bap, so that's usually what I'm focusing on when I'm making stuff. So the sample pack that I want to talk to you about today is one that I'm actually pretty excited about because it's just a very different sample pack and it bangs. I created this kit that kinda has a lot of modulation and filtering. So with those techniques that I use on my modular rig, the drums come out to have sort of a flutter at the end because they're being modulated. Some of the hi-hats, they flutter, some of the drums flutter, and the snares, they flutter. So along with that fluttering, I kind of use a little bit of a creative delay with the Rainmaker, which is one of my favorite modules that I have. I pretty much use it in every patch. And I took some of the drum machine sounds, created a bunch of loops as I was tweaking different things in the modular rig, and I came up with this really fluttery, sometimes chirpy, really full of movement. What I also did is I created dozens of loops. The loops can go from, there's pad loops, there's bassline loops, there's all kinds of sorts of things, just electronic loops and flavorful stuff in there. I used some analog filters, and created these drum loops and totally distorted them and filtered them out to create these, like I said, really fluttering type of clucky sort of loops that are dope rhythmic loops that still bang and pound. They boom and they bap. And I want to bring that to you today just to show you a little bit of what I do when I do what I do. And this is the chicken kit. And I don't think there's anything out there like it, and I think you'll enjoy it. And it'll also give you a little bit of creativity, a breath of fresh air to create those banger beats with. So this is Corey B-Boy Tech Banks, and I'm with BeatPPL.com. And let's get into a little bit of this chicken kit. All right. So yeah, the delay usage turned out to be really important, and the end result was this chicken kit. I ended up using filters and things were kind of punching and banging, and I really got them to a point where they kind of took on this characteristic that obviously it became chicken drums because I was, I just needed something to call them, and then it kind of stuck because the design that I was doing. So these drums have a personality, and that's why I want to do this video to kind of show them to you. So here's a couple of the loops that comes with it. And you can see here, things get kind of wild. And here I used a little bit of creative delay, a really short delay that kind of bolsters the drum a little bit. But I used some filtering and resonance that made things kind of pop and bubble. And here, it just kind of reminds me of chickens in the yard. I was young, I lived in Texas, and I don't know, if you had to hear sound and kind of describe things that are happening, this is what, chicken coop stuff sounds like, right? So that's that one. And, we got some good loops in there, but the star of the show, along with these loops, let's see how many loops I have here. We have 39 loops, 30 hi-hats, 40 kicks, 21 snares, 15 miscellaneous odds and ends. And so on this kit that I have loaded up, I've got just a select few of the drums loaded up. And so here's a little bit of it. You can hear with that snare, it has a tail in it where it's kind of like something bouncing. Obviously, this stuff is totally subjective, but this is what I'm coming with. And, I think it'll make for some really original beats and some added flavor to what you're doing. So So check out that kick there. You'll hear it has an attack, boom, but then it kind of bounces a little bit, modulates a little bit at the end. right? So it's a almost like a Carplus Strong type of synthesis type of added to it, but it's got that boom bap flavor still because of the attack on the beginning. So here's another thing. This is kind of like in a miscellaneous, but what it really is, it's a part of a loop that I created when I'm doing sound design. I'll create some loops and then I'll chop those up and then I'll further affect the individual parts of it. So this was part of a loop. It's kind of like a snare, but it's kind of like a bit of a crash. And I just wanted to include that in here because you could definitely hear the modulation and stuff, right? And here's some chirping. So these are kind of like hi-hats with a lot of with some really short delays, hi-hats with short delays, and just some creative filtering. So with that also, I created some loops and chopped them up, and you could use them like hi-hats or shakers. But then that's more miscellaneous. So you can layer these things and kind of really get creative with them. And then here's a few hi-hats. So with that, I want to go through this track that I made. And by the way, this actually comes with the demos that you hear on the BeatPPL.com page. It comes with those demos, and you can actually sample those and chop them up as you like to. But 39 loops. I don't know why I just didn't make it 40, but you know, it's done now. So 39 loops, and this joint sounds pretty incredible. But let's just go through this beat right here. So that bass right there that you're hearing actually comes with the pack too. It's a loop, and what I did is I took that loop and chopped it up. Let's go check that out. Where's that loop? And I'll show you kind of some of the patterns, stuff that you can create with this drum. Bring the drums in. So that's the drum pattern right there. Listen to that chirping, right? And you can kind of mix some of the hi-hats with that to get some real dope effects. And it's not much, just to let you check out what's going on. And yeah, this is the chicken kit. So hold tight, let's bring in some of the synth parts. Got that bass going on. All right, let's bring in some synth parts. So, okay, yeah, thanks for watching. That is the Chicken Kit. It's available on BeatPPL.com right now, and be sure to check it out. I think you'll really enjoy it. It bangs, it flutters, you know, the whole deal. So this is the Chicken Kit designed by me, B-Boy Tech, and look forward to checking you out next month where I'll be debuting a new product. Okay? Beat people. We don't beat people, we all beat people.